Us Transformers fans might be done for, but there's great news in this video, and you could say this might be the most important thing yet in terms of us getting a possible Transformers 1 sequel. But things also got worse. Anyways, let's start off with the great news. Transformers 1 is eligible for an Oscar! Yes! Do you know what this means? Not only can we get this movie to be nominated, but win an Oscar would go crazy, because then lots of people would be like, oh, maybe this movie is worth a watch. And then after they watch it, they'll love it. And then Paramount greenlights a Transformers 1 sequel. Well, it would be a mistake if they don't, especially if Transformers 1 wins an Oscar. And then by the time that movie releases, so many more people would have watched Transformers 1. So many more people would be looking forward to the sequel. And they learn from the marketing from Transformers 1, and then the sequel will be a box office success. And then they'll finish it off with a trilogy. Oh my, I can only keep dreaming. But this is a dream that can actually happen. So you know what to do. Tell everyone about this movie. We need it to be nominated so at least it gets that kind of recognition and then win. Let's go! Now with the not so good news. Breaking. Hasbro no longer financing movies, Bloomberg confirms. Thanks to a string of flops, Hasbro isn't putting money down on movies based on their IPs. Any future movies will be left to external studios to fund exclusively. Hasbro to continue to prioritize video and card games. I wanted to read the full article to know exactly what it says, but you gotta pay and subscribe to read the rest, so we'll just take off what the other post said. Now here's what the great TF Hype guy had to say about this news, which he deserves an Oscar himself. Hasbro co-funds these movies with Paramount and New Line Cinema. While yes, this isn't good news, it's also not the worst. This simply means Paramount will have to try harder for these films. There is no safety net of Hasbro split of the budget anymore. If they make a film and market it poorly, or if it's bad and doesn't do well, it's now entirely on Paramount. Ugh! There's now going to be a lot more risk involved with these films to Paramount, so this will definitely desensitize them to make these films, but it doesn't mean chances are zero, but low. Best case scenario, they continue making Hasbro IP films, but put major effort into marketing and creation of the film. Worst case scenario, they give up. Aww. Given the likely buyout of Paramount, I sincerely believe the first one is more likely, as the new studio heads will want to make something of themselves with their new properties. Think about it from a business perspective. Why would I as an individual pour millions of dollars into movies that I have no real control over? If Paramount is consistently effing up the marketing of these films, I might not want to fund them either. Even if everyone liked Transformers 1 and they make a sequel and then that one flops, even if everyone likes it, are they willing to take that risk? You may understand what I'm about to say with that news, so spoiler warning if you haven't seen Transformers 1 yet, which I highly recommend. Right now, it kind of feels like we are Orion Pax, just getting shot and falling, thinking it's over. Our friends thinking it's over, but then it's not actually over, and that we could come back like this. And how? Is that Transformers 1 winning an Oscar. I think that has more meaning behind it and is bigger deal than them actually winning, and I think it helped and make that push for a sequel and then for them to learn and just make things better moving forward. There is light at the end of the tunnel, and we will not stop believing and we will not stop trying. I will not stop asking for a sequel. I will not stop saying that this is my favorite movie of the year. I will keep recommending this movie to everyone, and that we will rise up and roll out.